Sneaky. Hello, Karan. Hello, Sebastian. Don't tell anybody we're here, even though we got. Well, we're here, but wait there, I'm just going live on. I feel sneaky. Sneaky. Anyway, that was me over the other side on the other monitor. So this is it. So what did you think about these? Alex, how's it going, mate? I was just being silly as usual. That fella and I have silly on that telly. The things I hear through the grapevine, you know what I mean? What was I going to say? I tell you what, I was just watching. I was watching the old Speedway from years and years ago. You know, Ivor Major, Barry Briggs, and all them. It was quite good actually. Happy Halloween, yes, that's why I'm hiding up here. You see, Shirley loves the knock, 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 knock. Sweetie, 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 knock, 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 sweetie, sweetie, sweetie. Hello, Andy. I don't like the older. Well, I love the idea of dressing up and acting like a loony, but I don't like the idea of answering a door every 25 minutes. Fuck. What the fuck is that? Hello, Mac. And hello, Ben. I see Ben's in. See, if you don't tell people you're coming, they come. But they say build it and they will come. So if you want to come on face to face, if you want your little face by the side of this beautiful person, just tell me and I will send you a chink. I will send you a chink. Talking about chinks, I think I upset them this week. Why did you upset them this week for, Rob? Hello, Pat. I think I upset them this week because they give me a refund on the plasma cutter and didn't ask for it back. They said keep it. Thinking it was no good. Well, I'm sorry to say, Mr. Chinaman, we fixed it and it's working bloody great. And you're not having the money back because legally they didn't ask. They said they didn't want it back, but they give me my money back. So legally, it was mine to do with whatever I wanted to do. The snow is melting. It's above freezing again. You want to come and live in my shed? It's always warm in our shed. I'm telling you now. That's unbelievable. Hey, don't Ben. Come on, be honest. Be honest. I'm always there, mate. Always there. You know, you're not far away. I can come down if you want. I'm no sweats at all, you know. I don't think I've ever, well, you know, there's going to be about 15 people that says yes, but they're telling lies. I don't think, honestly, that I've ever did anybody any harm. And I've only did good. And some of these people wouldn't be where they are today if it wasn't for me. And that's the way it goes. You know, I don't ask for nothing for it. I don't expect nothing for it. But you know, a little bit of friendship is better than anything on the planet. Even though, you know, you've never met me, I've never met you. We're still friends. Asked Osby Chandy wherever he is. I just saw his name popping in. Asked him. He lives a million trillion miles away. And yet we're the best of buds you've ever seen. Coventry Bees. Danny M. Coventry Bees. I was watching the Aces, Bellevue Aces. I can't. And the thing is, strange as it may sound, that I knew most of their names as well. Jessup, Barry Briggs, Ivor Major, Ollie Osborne. No, Ollie Olsen. Ollie Osborne. We all know who Ollie Osborne is, don't we? So, yeah, I was quite happy. Are you coming on tonight, Pat? I'll just say that. Anybody wants to come on, as I keep saying to you, just give us your name. If you're in my Facebook, I will chuck you a chink. You mean to say I'm in Australia? What, they get away from me, was it? Yeah. Well, you are, or was, believe it or not, people out there, that Andy used to be English. Well, I think he still is English, but I don't think he wants to tell anybody that, because he's quite happy where he is. Is that right, And? There was a world speedway champion from Neath. Is that yesteryear or modern day? Because we managed to get our speedway back in Newport, and I used to love speedway, but we went over there and they wanted like I think it was like 14 quid to get in. Well, come on, 14 quid is a lot of money to watch a gang of nutters driving around a track. If you asked Alex Betts to go down to best Western Supermare beach races, is the colossal money to get on that thing. I don't know how much. I'm not sure. I think it worked out 60 odd. Was it 60 odd quid, something like that? It was expensive. It was an expensive weekend, but where did the money go? Because in Millennium Stadium, in the Millennium, yeah, but they still got the speedway over the back of the Land Rover place. They done a thing over there, didn't they? Speedway, Newport, Brumboy, through and through, from Birmingham, like he's from Birmingham, through and through. How long you been over there, Andy? Years and years and years and years. Did you leave Birmingham as a young man? Was you marched out? 1969. God. 1969. A young man. Hello, Mr. Old Man Weldery. We were just talking about Speedway, and the old I was watching yesteryear's Speedway with obviously yesteryear bike riders, but fair dues. It was good. That's been stopped as far as I know. Right. Andy, that is 50 years ago. Andy's been down there 50 years, God love him. And he don't want to come back, apparently. I don't blame him. Yeah, I'm drinking. I don't know what the fuck I'm drinking. That's like homebrew, man. Homebrew from hell. Why is my Facebook coming up there? What's going on with Facebook? Because we need to send some invites out. What are you up to, old man Wilder? What are you up to these days? You're not as loud as you used to be. And I still have a bottom accent. Oi, where's me fucking drone gone? Like, I lost me fucking drone. 21 years before my birth. What a thing to say. 21 years before your birth. Good God. I still follow Birmingham FC. I'm afraid it was beaten into me like, if it ain't got an engine, it's not worth watching. That was our saying. Dad, funny enough, hello there. Dad was football, rugby. He took me to watch the 7-a-side rugby on a winter's day in Swansea on the back of a scooter. And I've never been so cold in all my life to go and watch some nutters running around a rugby field. So I think that's probably put me off rugby for the rest of my life. So yes, hiding. Oh man, he's been hiding. Where are you hiding from? Where are you hiding from? Don't tell me. The tax man. Don't a tax man come after everybody. There was a speedway track in Neath in the 60s. I was 10 when Andy moved. So how old was you at then? And what was your actual age? Did your parents take you, or was it you just said, pack my bags, I'm off? So I'm a nosy. I'm trying not to swear, but I'm nosy and I like to know these things. And I hope everybody else wants to know everything. I'm hiding from everything. I don't hide no more. I'm too big to hide. There you are. I just thought I'd get that in before the you might see that. Question: do you edit your drone footage in 4K? Answer, Andy. Apparently, I do not think my drone, even though it's an advance, I do not believe it's at 4K. And if it was, how the hell do I edit in 4K? Okay. Was that a trick question? Because I've got no idea. I don't know if it's 4K. I was told it wasn't 4K. I was 22. Yeah. 22. That was a good age when I was 22. You could take on the world at 22. And most of us did. Mark Gregor. Well, what's all the thumbs for, Mark? What's going on here? What have I missed? Mark's thumb. Oh, this thing. These are the giveaways. The giveaway is very soon. Very soon. You can have one. You can have two. There's going to be two winners, and apparently, he's not here at the moment. You might watch this back, so. Wait, there you go. If I can think of his name. John Lovat is giving a surprise third prize away, which is a set of screwdrivers. Tapper, me man. So yeah. I gotta be honest, and a lot of people will tell you this if you ask them, if you ever come to Newport and ask certain people, I was quite a nasty, crazy motorcyclist. A very good, nasty motorcyclist, apparently. And I was riding up to about 10 years ago, and when I shattered my ankle. That was the end of that. Tim Creek is just dinged on the dinger. Rob, I will be on in a few, just finishing up some painting. Yeah, see what I mean? Just nobody loves me no more. Nobody loves me no more. Since I went solo, and if people want to come on, they come on. If people don't want to come on, they don't come on. I don't force people, but you don't get that sort of like. It's just us locals. There's UK Supernational Rascals. You'll have to send me a message on Facebook, because for some reason I haven't got no chats. Yeah, all right, I see. I've sussed it. So yeah, anybody else want to come on face to face and have a chat with the old man? Yeah, I say old man, there's a lot of us about, apparently. We're all getting old. Wait there, I gotta have a swig of this snake bite. That is getting better. A few more points, I'll be all right. The thing is, funny enough, I went to a party last night and I had quite a few to drink at the party. And I had 2.5 ton of food because I've been, you obviously know, you can tell, look at me, I'm a picture of youth and opportunity. I've been on a diet for quite a while now and managed to get my my butt down to 18 stone. 18 fucking stone? Yeah, 18 stone. So I'll be even a lot lighter soon, probably. And I shaved a bit of beard off. Look, that's a bit lighter. All right, I'm going to send out some links because you know I'm running out of. We're going to bring drone tomorrow, Rob. If weather ish good, wherever the weather is, tish good. My drone goes with me, same as my camera. If you hear the ding donging, pound. They are not. Pound. They are not. I think you're talking about these, aren't you, John? Are you watching these things? They're, you obviously know what they are, right? They're the same as these things, right? But these things, I wanted them because they're thin and they're light. And I bought 4 of them in Poundland. Now, Poundland, everything is a pound. These, £2. How the hell can you work that out? £2. So, yeah. So I bought 4 of them because I can't tell you why. It's a secret for a video you're not going to believe. You're not going to believe it. So I think people don't believe my videos no more. I think they think I got somebody else working for me. Right, all right. Let me send it. Let me send a chink out. How do you do this now? Invite. Grab hold of that or copy to clipboard. Get rid of that. Go down to Mr. Poundland and paste and enter. And go to Tim the Crook and paste because Tim said he'll be on later. And then you might see another face pop up. And anybody else want to come on, you just say, Rob, for fuck's sake, send me a link, will you? Now, most of my friends on here is my friends on Facebook as well. So that's the way I usually send links. It's no good putting an email address in there because you can see I'm like this. I'm this close anyway, you know, trying to read. I haven't made it bigger yet. Let me make it bigger. He said, zoom to 250. Anyway, is 250 too big? No, 250 is great. Karen said, yes, Karen. No, Tapper said, yes, at Karen for you. Bye. Well, oh, Matt, good night, folks. I got to go. Oh, God, he's my bestest mate as well. So there, yeah. John Dickinson is on. He's on Facebook. A few others are on Facebook. But, you know, what's Tapper saying? Tapper, what are we talking about, Tap? $1.70. Is a pound $2? Ah, I see where you are now, Tap. Yep. Yes. Is it 2/3? Is it? Oh, wait there. Is a pound? Yeah, it's 3/3. Is that 3/3 over? So you just add a third onto a pound, which would be about 70. So it'd be about $1.70. All right, I didn't read Tapper, honest. Yeah, you know I got a brain somewhere, but my brain is elsewhere at the moment. I gotta be honest. What's that, Andy? What's the joining link? See, grasshopper. 2 seconds there, Mr. Andy. Paste. a chink, and chunk the dink. So yeah, Andy, as everybody knows, is I believe, one of the best drone flyers about. And he lives in such a wonderful, beautiful area, you know, where I live, you can only fly a drone 5 times, and you've seen everything 5 times more than I've seen it. So yes, talk to me.
Right, hello. I don't know where you are. I've lost you. Can you see me? Ah, there you are. There you are.
He's lost. How are you, Andy? Andy's not. Andy can't hear us, can you, Andy?
No, don't think so.
He's sneaking up the volume slowly. Can you hear me now, Andy?
Oh, wrong way.
Andy can't hear us, then, by the look of it.
There.
Wait there. Let me email him. Text him. I mean, whatever you call it. No sound. No sound.
You're very modest.
Who's very modest? Are you there?
Yeah, we can both hear you.
I'm not modest. I speak as I find.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can't hear nothing.
Okay then. We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So just talk, say something. Or you can hear us, obviously. It's going to be one of them nights, folks. It's going to be one of them nights. Why is my camera so good and yours is like potatoes? Is my camera pretty clear there or not?
Yeah, it looks clear to me.
Yours looks like a potato.
A potato.
Yeah, that's what they say. If you got bad quality, they say, "Are you filming on a potato?"
Yeah, probably, because it's the one in the laptop.
Ah, the one with the big fingerprint over it.
That one, yeah.
Yeah, I got one over there. I got a boom arm in this room, and I put my webcam on the boom arm. It's usually obviously it's usually a camcorder on it. It's usually a camcorder on it when I'm doing silly things. But I haven't done much silly things actually.
Yeah, I was going to try and do my webcam. This other webcam.
Oh yeah.
I was going to try that, but it means I'd have to go off to plug it in.
Ah yeah.
And it's the one. This is a long lead on here that I put on it. It's the one I use for me close-up shots of the printed circuit boards and everything.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can use nearly any camera now, can you?
Yeah, I'd like to be using my this camera. I'd like to be using this connected up with the HDMI lead, and then it would be full HD.
Yeah, that's a bad subject because I got to draw them things. They don't like heat. How are you now, Andy? Are you?
Yeah, I worked out why I couldn't hear you. I didn't have my speakers turned on.
Well, I can hear you. Great.
That's good.
So let's go back to this. Let's go back to the 4G.
Well, I've just checked your drone, the Advance, and the movie is in 2.7. So you could probably edit it a bit higher than 1080. But my program, like my drone is actually in 4K, but I can edit it in 4K as well. But if I want to choose a lower format, I can do that too. So even though it's a 4K camera, I can probably edit it in 2.7K.
Right. So when I go to put it into my editor, I got to tell the editor to be higher.
Yeah, which I think is around about 2000 or something like that, 220.
Right. All right.
But, if you do that, Bob, I noticed that you take some really good footage now, but it's not sharp, and it should be sharp at 2.7.
Yes. Well, the thing is, and on my laptop, if I showed you my iPad, it's brilliant. I could cry about it because it's that good. But when I get it home and actually upload it, after editing, so obviously the editing is taking a bit out of it, and then YouTube's taking a bit out of it, and I end up with a potato.
Yeah. If you watch your footage on an iPad or iPhone, you'll only get it at the maximum of 1080 anyway. But when you edit the thing, as I say, if you choose to go up to 2.7, say, to edit it, it will be clear. But what I do is a rule that somebody told me. I don't post it straight away. I put it in, private? And I leave it in private for about half an hour. And if I go back in half an hour, it's then processed through YouTube up to 4K, and then I make it public.
Ah, right, okay. It's little things, because I was always happy with my footage because obviously the standard was standard. But
no, you're doing some really good stuff now, Robert. Really good, mate.
Well, this week you'll be surprised because I went bottle dropping over the ship, and I flew out to meet the ship. So I was very happy with it. Very happy.
Yeah. I'll wait for that in eager anticipation.
That is, I put 2 videos up every Sunday because I'm calling it Drone Sunday because I'm not doing much in the workshop now for obvious reasons, but a bit of casting, and that's about it. I'm not building things no more like I used to.
Yeah, there's a bloke, you're talking about your ship hopping. There's a bloke I follow. It's in the UK, and there's another one that's in Botany Bay in Sydney. I can't think of the Martin McKenna's the one in England. He does ship chasing, and there's another one in Australia. It's called Ship Therapy. And if you get a chance, just jot it down and have a look at his. God, mate, I'll tell you what, it's unreal footage. He gets so close to the ship, and everything is so clear. And he flies his drone. He's got a Mavic Pro, and he flies out, I don't know, 4 miles out to meet the ship, and then comes back. He has lost one drone. He didn't have enough battery to fly back.
That's always a bit scary, mine, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got back the other day on 13% battery. So that was a bit scary, but as I saw you see I'm teaching young Andy, and I took him out in Nye on a gale force 6 wind and made him fly it, and it was quite good. It was quite funny actually, so we had a good laugh.
Yeah, you got to remember as well, Bob, when you're flying in high winds, if you're going with the wind and it says 25 knots or whatever, we'll say 25 knots because I understand that, and you go out with it, when you turn to come back home, your drone is only going to travel at 25, so it'll just stay still, it won't make it back home. So you've got to always take that into consideration.
I did see that one who actually landed on a sandbank. He flew out with some oil rings.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a pretty scary one, but funny enough, he went down a village and got on a boat, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
he hired a boat to go and get it. So very lucky. And I was a big drone. It wasn't a little Phantom.
You're talking about editing and that. I still use Windows. What is it? Movie Maker. Yeah, and I've got that running on Windows 10.
Yeah, but the thing is, we're into like special effects and stuff. You know, I know you can't do green screen for a fact on Movie Maker. I know.
I use
Andy's
OBS. I use OBS when I want to do green screen.
Andy's on what do you call it? New director thing. What's that called?
Power Director. I just upgraded it to Power Director 18. Out here it costs about $80 to upgrade it, but I can't really see any difference between the 18 and the 17 which I had before. But I do enjoy using it, and it is an easy editing program, and it's got a lot of extras to it, so I'm happy with it.
We're on Premiere Pro. I've been on Premiere Pro for years. You're echoing, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Tim looks ill.
Hi, John.
Are you ill?
Hi, Andy.
Hi, doggy.
Hi, Tim.
I think Tim's not hearing her. By the look of him, he's just been out scaring the kids.
I'm not feeling good.
You don't
I'm kind
feel
of sick.
You don't look good.
You don't
let
look
me see
good,
what I
no.
can do about that.
Start drinking cider. More homebrew. That'll make you feel better.
Yes.
So yeah, I did try all. I have downloaded every editor package. What the fuck is going on? I've downloaded it.
Hang on a bit, dog's going out for a walk.
It's waiting for Rob to speak.
I've downloaded every editor that is possible to mankind, you know. I like special effects.
It's a bit late that time.
Fuck is that? Somebody digging his way up through the
Whose
ceiling.
dog is that?
Not mine.
The other thing I use in my editing process is to make the files smaller, make the file size smaller without losing too much quality, and that's a free bit of software called Video to Video, and it's brilliant. It does it all.
Yeah, well, with the Director Pro, they got that built in there. You just click on a little part of the menu, and it actually, when you drag the footage that you want onto the timeline, you just let it stay there without touching it for about 10 minutes, quarter of an hour, and the icon with the original footage on will turn green. And what it's done is put it in a ghost file, and everything is shrunk up, but when you actually edit it and finish processing, it brings it back out to 4K. Very, very good.
I think it's purely how far you want to go. You want to go with your editing. I mean, as far as drone flyers are concerned, you know, we need all the editing we can get. It's simple as that. I wouldn't fancy putting a drone footage up on Movie Maker. I just don't think.
No, definitely
you
not.
don't have nothing for it at all, you know?
No.
And you know, we got to try and catch your audience and keep your audience. Whereas,
and my cameras are £1.99.
you got the wrong sheep fucking nose, haven't you? If I were it and little.
You use Adobe Premiere Pro, don't you, Robert?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I had I still got a full copy of that, a paid-up version that I didn't pay for it. My son worked for a company, and he didn't give it me, he loaned it me because they got, I think there's something like 30 copies of it, which they have to pay for each individual. So I'm loaning one, but I find that too hard. I just
It is till you get into it, yeah. It's the same as everything else. As soon as you find your way around it, and then after you found your way around there, you can find your way around After Effects, Photoshop. It's all very similar based, you know.
Yeah.
So yes, I mean, I went back onto that the one you're on to see if I could get my quality back, and it took me half hour to learn my way around that again.
Yeah.
So
No, as I say, I use it all the time. I love it. But with my footage, like I went out there the other day, and I went out to the McLaren Vale Winery District. It's just at the back of me here. So I thought I did fly over Chapel Hill Winery, and it was really good. But I noticed at the back of it, a clear shot of the what they call the Onkaparinga Gorge. It's quite a big gorge up by us here. So I thought I'll go back the next day, and I flew over that, and I did about 25 minutes of footage. But it looked so boring. I didn't put it up right, you know. But I tweeted it all down to about, I don't know, 4 minutes of footage. It's bloody boring. Nobody's going to watch that for 4 minutes.
It's surprising, isn't it? It's once you got quite a good following now, haven't you? You've burnt out.
Well, I'm not as many followers as you, but I'm happy with my 1,650 odd.
My followers definitely ain't for my droning. I can tell you that much. Even though I still swear when I'm droning, I'm still exactly the same as I always have been. I do what I gotta do. I tend to have a laugh. I haven't found my balance on the droning editing yet. You know, you got to find, if you're going to talk on it, you got to either know what you're talking about or bring in the comedian. You know.
See me.
I've got to tell you before I go, because I've got to go off, do a little job around the place. It's only 7:10 in the morning here at the moment. But the other day, I got a message from YouTube about copyright and didgeridoo music that I did on a footage of which I took 10 months ago.
Yeah.
And I copied. Well, I had this didgeridoo music, and it's some Aboriginal writer or music that's claimed that I shouldn't be using his music. So I went straight onto the editing. And I changed it to nice jazzed up music. But because I did the video 10 months ago, nobody's going to watch it now anyway.
No,
so shot himself in the foot, really.
There was a crowd doing it and nicking your copy. You know, they seen this music, even though it wasn't. And YouTube was obviously giving them their royalties, even though it had nothing to do with them. But what we find now, if you go onto your YouTube and on the one side of your YouTube, you got a copyright tag. If you click in that copyright tag, I found about 6 people using my videos. So I told Jason, I said, just go on the right side there and click copyright and see if anybody's nicking it. And funny enough, he had 2 people nicking his, which they cut it, took his parts out, you know, with him stood there talking, and just did his finger tapping and what he was building. But fair dues to YouTube, like they have.
Wow.
There's
some cheeky fuckers out there. Some really.
There's a bloke over in Australia here, I won't name his site, but he constantly pinches my stuff on these live shows. And you'll edit it. Like I've probably got 3.5 minutes, but he'll edit out my start and my end, and he just shows the video.
Can y'all stop that?
I don't care. It doesn't worry me. Doesn't worry me.
Well, the minute somebody starts wanting your royalties from it, just demonetize it.
Yeah, but I don't get nothing from mine anyway.
Yeah, well, there you
I
go.
don't make a cent out of mine. I don't, you know, I don't know what controls I've got to switch or whatnot, you know, but I don't even know if I get adverts on my videos.
Yeah. They still put adverts on, even though you're not obviously not
Yeah.
yet qualified to be giving you money. And I'm telling you, when you get it, it's not worth having anyway now, because they've altered everything. So
You know, I'll never get 4,000 hours of view time in a year on mine. I think I'm up to about 465 now.
yeah, you got to have at least 1 million subscribers to be sitting comfortably.
But that's all right. I'll just live on my pension.
Well,
Same here. Same here.
it haven't done you too bad, have it? Because you know, you got a Maverick now, haven't you?
I've got a Mavic Pro now, yeah. But it's funny, the Phantom 3, I crashed it a couple of times when I was out on sand dunes, and the gimbals really started to play up, and it was shaking a bit and all that business. And
Yeah.
what the bloody hell's going on here? Like I took some great footage, but the trouble was it was jerking a lot. So I thought, oh no, it's had its day, because I had that Phantom 3 professional for about 3 years. No, 2 years, because I lost the first one in the sea over the back here.
Yeah.
But I thought, right, what I'll do, I'll order, and I got this Mavic Pro. I think it cost about $800 or $900. It's a refurbished one. It's brand new, but it's brand new. What's happened is somebody's ordered and then cancelled the order, so they can't sell it as a new one now. It's got to be classified as a refurbished. So I tried that. But in the meantime, while I was waiting for it, I took the gimbal apart on my Phantom 3, and I reckon I got 2 wheelbarrows full of sand out the gimbal. Well, not that much, but anyway, I went down the local hardware shop, and I got one of those air pressure guns. I blew it all out, and mate, it flies perfect now, perfect picture. And I prefer to use my Phantom to the Mavic. I get some good shots. And the Mavic Pro, the Phantom 3 is a 4K wide camera on it as well. So it's not 4K camera on it, so it gets some good footage on it. But I'm slowly using my Mavic Pro now, and
So
that's not a bad thing as well. But you've got to be careful with some of the settings.
You don't go too close to the waves with the Maverick.
No, I don't. Yeah. A couple of times when I've been flying it over the sea, because you know I do that quite a bit, and it says landing, well, quick, press the button.
Will they float or will they sink?
Yes. Nobody knows why they put that on there, landing. Why? Because coming home, yes, great idea.
Yeah.
But when it comes up and it says this landing, you think, well, I didn't tell it to do that, and it's landing 2 miles out at sea.
Yeah.
There is a few panics going on, isn't there? Without a doubt. You got to keep your eye on that windscreen, otherwise you just don't know what's happening.
Okay, Karen, thanks.
Tim the Tall Man's there as well, Rob.
Well, listen, folks, it's been great meeting you, great talking to you, but I've got to go, and I'll leave the space for somebody else to come on board. Thanks for the invite, Robert. Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank
See
you,
you, Andy.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
Bye, Andy.
See you, folks.
I dare say you're obviously subscribed to Andy anyway, but I've known Andy for a lot of years, and he saw me droning, and he had to run out and buy one. And fair dues, he outranks me quickly. He knows that he outranks me, but he's a lovely man. Obviously, lovely.
Rob, if they land on water, do they sink or float?
They sink.
Oh, wow.
The new ones can actually go under the water.
Really?
Yes, they can actually. You can go down to a certain depth with the bastards and come straight back up and take off again. So, you know,
That might be all right in fresh water. I wouldn't want to do it here where I live.
and they are now doing the submarine one, like, you know, it's like a space age submarine thing that goes under.
Well, if you got money, I guess you can have anything.
Oh yes, oh yes. So what's been wrong, Tim?
So what's been what?
Wrong.
Oh, I took some of my wife's medicine. It said feel good, and when I woke up this morning, this is what I look like.
Well, I know it's Halloween, but you're scaring us about the dirt. You look pretty close to the knocking on heaven's door there, you know?
Yeah, we got a lot of kids in the neighborhood. I have a lot of fun with them.
Right.
They're always, if they hear me with my motorcycles or something, or running engines, they come up here and see what I'm doing.
So that's makeup then.
Yeah, it's just makeup.
Thank fuck for that.
Can you hear me?
I used to have a mask, but I couldn't find it. I have an old man mask, and I don't know where it is. I normally wear it on Halloween, but couldn't find it, so I improvised.
I got a few masks.
Yeah, we can hear you, Patrick.
How have you been, Pat?
Oh,
That's awful quiet.
not too bad, not too bad. I had a tooth pulled today, so
Oh, dear Lord.
yeah, so my mouth was a little sore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Well, you can flash gang signs or sign language or something.
yeah, like, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Kind of.
We don't mind a gummy.
There you go. UK's got an idea. Just write it out.
Write it down.
We don't mind a gummy bummy.
I can't write, so you know.
Well, that's another Southern trait. I mean, a lot of people knock it for that, but comes in handy.
Right.
Rob, do y'all celebrate Halloween like they do here in the States?
Yes. My wife does all that downstairs. She's answering it in the door every 25 seconds.
Oh yeah, they got to have that candy.
Oh yes, they got.
Yeah, we've had a few knockers tonight.
They got.
Yeah, they don't
That's
come
what-
around in the neighborhoods like they used to because there's just bad people everywhere. But the kids here in the neighborhood, the parents know us, so they come around. But it's nothing like it used to be.
Not
No.
not when we were kids.
No, it's nothing like that, Pat.
No.
Not at all.
No.
We used to go out penny for the guy, carol singing, and what have you, everything, but it doesn't happen so much now.
Right.
Yeah.
People are mean, and it's bad. The kids miss out on a lot of things we used to do because of there's so many mean people.
Right.
Yeah, my brother used to dress me up and push me around in a wheelbarrow.
Bring out the dead.
As you can guess, he was my older brother.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
What kind of costumes did you wear, Tim?
I have been a pirate a lot. I've been mummy. Mostly a pirate. I have, like I said, I had that old man mask, and I would change pirate outfits a lot.
Yeah.
But being here on the coast, that's a real popular character is pirates.
Right. Well, there were 7 kids in our family,
Oh wow.
and I'm the oldest.
Okay.
And we would go to Halloween parties, but we were kind of poor. My mom and dad couldn't afford to buy costumes, so my mom
Right.
always made costumes. And one year she made these huge pumpkins that we put on.
Oh wow.
And then we went to a party, and we were knocking kids down everywhere we walked because of the
Costume
pumpkins.
size.
Right.
Guys, have y'all ever? They have a competition here in the States. It's called pumpkin chunking. Have y'all ever seen anything like that?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
No.
Robert, have you in UK?
No.
They use all these different kind of apparatuses like trebuchets. They have air cannons, all kinds of like medieval ways of slinging pumpkins, and they measure how far a pumpkin goes.
I've seen it on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I've seen them trebuchet with pumpkins, but nothing else.
Oh yeah, well they have air cannons and they have ones that spin, and it's something else to see. I mean, it's a lot of it's downright dangerous. Some of the things break.
Yeah.
The old medieval catapult.
Yeah, but I don't remember what state, but they have an annual pumpkin chunking contest every year. I want to say it's out in the Midwest. Karen might know. Uh, but they usually have it on TV, and I had never seen it on YouTube. I've seen it a lot on cable.
I think I've seen it on YouTube.
Have you? I mean, I'm sure if you type it
think I
in, you
have.
can find some of it. But the air cannons, those guys are shooting green pumpkins almost a mile.
No,
Never.
Yeah,
Good.
a mile. Yes.
it's
Well, they're
crazy.
looking for a certain size and a certain consistency, because sometimes if you put too much oomph behind the pumpkin, it just flies to pieces.
I wouldn't fancy that hitting me on the back of the head a mile
Oh,
away.
no. But they have an area roped off, and there's a lot of safety, but still, pumpkins fail and equipment fails, and it's kind of spectacular.
It's like those rocket guns that they made in the 60s and 70s, wasn't it?
Well, you're talking like potato cannons?
No,
where you
no,
use
no.
like
I'm talking-
propane or acetone?
No, when that space program was on.
Oh, okay.
They had, I think they were probably 30-meter long cannons,
Yes.
and they were shooting missiles into space with instruments to read before they were thinking of sending up.
Oh, yeah,
even-
back in the 60s, yeah.
Yeah, even before they sent up the.
You look lovely, Robert.
Yeah, Rob's starting to get the spirit.
Yeah. He's been to Poundland.
I haven't. I don't even go to town. I won't go shopping. No, stop that. That's
Oh, so
my
you don't leave the house on Halloween, Rob?
Yeah, I've been to work today, but I don't go out.
Don't go to the pubs.
Not no more. No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, it's still a
Gone.
big thing here. They have costume contests, and they have some pretty big prizes a lot of times. I know some of the prizes. I have a coworker that used to. He'd spend $600 or $700 on a costume to go enter contest.
Yeah.
But
Last time I was in a pub was my sister's birthday, and that was on the Orkney Islands.
yeah, my wife and I, we hadn't been out in the pub, and I don't know when. Probably 10, 15 years.
I'm not allowed in.
Well, I
Those were early days, Patrick. I got asked to leave and not come back. A lot of them.
I've been on the bus twice this year.
I had always get involved in the bar fights.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I'd get thrown out all the time.
right. Whether I was in them or not, I always got asked to leave, whether it was intoxication or threatening or assumed threatening.
No, it would always be closing time, lock in.
Yeah, I'd get thrown out, and I'd say, "Ain't closing time yet. It's for you."
That's right. What time do the pubs close in the UK?
Different
would you-
laws now, isn't it?
Yes.
You can go on to like
Yes.
5 o'clock in the morning now.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. Depending
Wow.
on where you go in the States, a lot of places, Las Vegas, New York, a lot of those places have all night clubs. But here in the South, in the Bible Belt, they pretty much shut down at 2 o'clock.
They do up here too,
That's,
in
that's
Michigan.
right, isn't it? You don't want to drink at 5 o'clock in the morning, surely.
Well, no, I don't. But a lot of people, they'd party all weekend.
That's obviously something to do with needing a psychiatrist or something, you know?
Yeah, or group therapy or something.
Yeah, you can't. be drinking like
Or their job
Well,
is
this
so
is
rubbish
kind
they
of
want to
group
get away
therapy
from
too,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Pat,
jobs
what
are
you eating?
Goulash.
Goulash. I hadn't heard that in a right good while.
My wife makes some good goulash.
Oh yeah, some good German food.
So we gotta tell Tim because he for some reason he thinks I'm making a set of stairs or something. You know what I mean?
I know what you're making, Rob.
I thought, what is this man on about?
Yeah, I know you casting ingots.
The thing
Well,
is, yes. Well, the thing is, the people, some of the people out there only wants a bit of ally because they're only gonna make a little sort of thing, you know.
Right.
So people are selling them in big ingots. So if you buy a big ingot and you want to make something little, means you got to melt a whole ingot.
Yeah.
Well, with my new method of fandangling, you can snap a bit off,
Okay.
like a Toblerone bar, like a chocolate
What
bar.
what size are your trays? Are they in grams or ounces or?
I haven't measured one yet,
Okay.
weighed one yet. So as soon as I weigh it,
when
I
I
think
first saw them, I thought they were for your fairy doors.
no. Yeah, true enough. Funny enough, somebody did ask me, "Will I make the windows as well?" But I thought I really don't want to go back into that. You know what I mean?
But they were nice though, Rob. I mean, I went back and looked at some of your early videos, and those were nice projects.
Yeah, I had my
Oh,
I
that's my
earned
chair
well.
is squeaking. Sorry about that.
I earned pretty well out of it over the years, you know, because that was eBay,
Right.
and I earned fucking thousands selling them. I used to sell them by the box load of little doors, but when I used to do the actual big log,
Yeah.
they was good money. But people, as everything else, as you know, other people started doing them,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and they were selling them for like £1, and mine was like £5. And well, I can't compete with that. I'm not gonna.
No, you can't. I've noticed, and a lot of it happens around our flea balls. Once something goes to a flea ball and starts selling out there, if you've had any kind of quality in it, that people just aren't going to pay. They rather not have the quality and get something for $1 as opposed to $4 or $5, and there be some craftsmanship to it.
I think I sold 4 aluminium doors because I wrote on there will last you a lifetime plus your kid's lifetime plus your kid's lifetime because it's made of aluminium, you know. But it wasn't worth the hassle.
Right.
It's easier to sell it as an ingot.
Right. Well, that way people can do what they want to with it.
Yeah, people can make what they want. I mean, they're all about this pewter stuff, in it, you know, which is
Yeah.
like it's more of a hobbyist stuff than aluminium, but
Right.
I like aluminium. It's pretty friendly.
Oh yeah.
If I hit that ingot with an hammer on the back, one of them pieces would snap off, you know. So if they only want to use a little bit, they can use a little bit.
So they're like 1/8 of an inch, 3/16, something like that.
Yeah, that was my idea. So I haven't sold one yet because I haven't. I'm going to make a bucket full.
Yeah, you haven't made an advert yet.
I'll make a bucket full of them first. I think I've done 16 of them now. So, and then I'll weigh them, and whatever it is, the closest K is what I'll sell them for. You know.
Right. Right.
But if I took them now to the small scrapyard, they don't, you know, obviously the place they weigh them in, I get 6 times more than, you know, if you took a
Ali Whirling.
yeah, because they've been already confined, like, you know, or refined. So you get more money from them because I melted them and put them back together.
Right. Yeah, the scrapyards here, it's kind of a racket. They don't care what form it comes in. They consider it white goods, and that way they're buying it the cheapest they can buy it.
That's right, or stuff with metal in it, stuff you've left the wheel, you know, you left the tire on.
Yeah.
We get about £5 per car wheel. Well, I'd rather smash it to pieces and melt it, you know. So
yeah, copper's the big thing here. That's usually what you'll get more money for copper than anything else.
Well, I've done a couple of brass ingot,
Right.
which I was very happy with, obviously, because brass is worth a couple of quid.
Oh yeah.
I haven't done copper yet. I haven't tried copper.
Right.
One never knows.
I would think if a car or a motorcycle, you hadn't built one of those in a while, one of those out of copper would be kind of cool.
Oh, the little bikes.
Yeah, your little models or your little replicas.
I don't know what happened to me. I just went off pad and I lost a bit of interest
Right.
on making these little.
Hey.
Everybody says, where do you get the wheels from? And I said, I got probably 1,000 access to 1,000 of them,
Right.
So I did send a couple up and down country. As long as you pay the post, I'll send it to you.
Right.
So I've
Yeah,
sent-
those I enjoyed. That's how I first found you on YouTube, was watching you make the replica cars and motorbikes.
I think
That's fun.
I won't say I went lazy. I can never settle in one thing, I just keep moving on to something else.
That's me. I can't do one thing for very long. I want to do something else.
I mean, after aluminium, I don't know. There's going to be something else out there for me. But
Yeah, didn't you do
Wow.
something with the microwave transformers where you were burning wood?
what's
Or
it
not
called?
really burning, but you were using the transformer to make
The lithium-
designs.
The Liffenberg experiment.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the terminology.
That was good, and there's actually now people doing that and putting actually coloured stuff in the
Yeah, resin. I've
track.
seen some guys do it on rifle stocks and pistol.
Yeah.
Can't remember what they're called. But the woodwork on the pistols, that looks pretty neat.
It's another interesting, good laugh to very dangerous, but wetting a piece of wood and shoving
Electricity through it is kind of dangerous.
Was it 50? It had to be 15,000 volts or something. I
I never.
And with
I
my
don't know the specs. I know it looked pretty neat.
with my track record as burning and getting shocks and whatever, I thought, well, that's one hobby I'm glad I got out of. You can see that throwing me across the room, can't you?
Yeah.
That's
I
the
never
kind of,
saw anybody do it with a welder. I wonder how a welder would work doing that.
Well, you got sort of power on and off, haven't you? You could hire your power.
Yeah.
But I
Whereas
saw,
the welder, it would zap probably right through it. You ought to try that, Rob. Let's see you do.
well, I've got a stick welder down the bottom of the shed.
Yeah.
Here.
Crank that thing up to about 200 amps and throw some water on a board.
Yeah, 17k of voltage. That was the voltages of the old televisions, the old tubes.
Tube types.
Yeah, 17k, 19k. I've still got a tester for testing that kind of voltage.
Yeah, over here in the States, that's a lot of people collect those old hi-fi stereos from the 70s.
Yeah,
There's a big demand. Well, I won't say a big demand, but there is a niche market for collecting that kind of stuff.
yeah, there is over here as well.
It's just I always wonder if people find these things out. I mean, who was the first fella to think, well, fuck it, let's take a microwave apart, attach 2 wires to it, and go and burn a bit of wood.
Yeah, wet and play with water.
Yeah, I mean, that was some strange. You think, well, who would have thought of that in the first place? What was he? Some sort of strange fucking nutcase or what?
But vinyl records are starting to come back here in the States.
Yeah, they are in the UK as well.
We're talking about that. Yeah, I got quite a few. Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. Don't know what condition they're in. They've been packed away for so long, but still got a lot of stuff from the 70s and the 80s.
I got some from the 30s and whatever.
Wow, that's long-haired music, isn't it?
Gracie Fields and whatever.
Yeah,
There'll be
Jimmy
blue-
Doisett and
There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover, these sort of songs.
Yeah, me wife's got a Victrola. You ever
Oh
see it?
wow,
Victrola? Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah, does
Yeah.
it have a big flower-like speaker on it?
Well, no, this one doesn't. It's
Right.
it's
Beware
got it's got a cabinet, but you wind it up, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Be worth a few bob, wouldn't it?
Wow.
yeah. And she's got a stack of records. She said it's 100 years old.
There we are. Is that when she first met you?
Yeah, it's about that time. Yeah, yeah.
Have you tried playing it backward to see if there's any satanic messages?
Yeah.
All the time.
All
All
of
the
that.
time. I dance to it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I never will forget that when they started talking about playing the Beatles music backwards, and
Yeah.
there was all these satanic messages.
Yeah.
Like,
I never understood that either.
you know, like Rob said, I wonder who the first person to, you know, think of doing that.
The Monty Pythons.
They probably played with electricity and water after that.
Yeah,
Well, years ago, there was a competition. There was a competition on the wireless, and what they was actually doing is playing music backwards. Well, me being quite an internet computer whiz kid,
Right.
was the simplest thing is to record it, and within 3.5 seconds play it backwards, isn't it? So you're actually playing it the right way. But then it was actually getting the phone call to the studio to try and get in there, because obviously there was a waiting list with people who didn't know what it was.
Right.
And I actually won, so it was quite a good laugh.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that sounds like a good.
Well, I used to do it. There was a DJ. One of the DJs asked me to do him a pile of them, and I did a complete CD for him to do while he was in the pub club, so he could throw it in as a quiz night sort of thing.
Yeah, the Monty Pythons used to put 2 tracks on one album on one side, so that if you put them, as you put the needle on, it depended where the needle got to which track you got.
Oh, wow.
Definitely something completely different.
Yeah, yeah.
Rob, you didn't ever record any of your music adventures, did you? I don't remember seeing. I know you talked about playing music for years, but never caught any videos of.
I've only got one video of me playing it actually as the band.
Yeah. Well, your nice little jingle that you had, I guess it was last week, where you were playing all the different instruments, or was that this week?
That's quite old actually, because as I said, I haven't picked up a guitar for years, but
But that looked pretty cool the way you had everything synced together.
I believe I didn't have my beard on that one. I'm not sure, but
Right.
yeah, I got guitars like you've never seen, but
Yeah. Well, I've seen a few of them in the background, but I've heard you talk a little bit about it.
No, we was famous for playing Born to Be Wild, and
Oh wow.
we went to an audition for a TV program, and everybody had 4. You could play 4 songs, but they come up to us and say, "You don't have to play 4 songs; just play Born to Be Wild." That's all they wanted to hear.
Oh wow.
And we got straight through just playing the one song. So weird.
Well, that was pretty neat. I played drums all through school, and then I played in a band for probably about 5 years after school. But we just played the local pubs, travel 30, 40 miles, play bars. Never anything other than that.
We came second. In the show. I did have a complaint about that because we had the Gremlins on that particular night,
Yeah.
And everything was shutting down and everything was going wrong, and there was strings snapping, and there was
Oh wow.
people tipping beer over the amps. But because you back in them days, you had like 4 pints and something else.
Oh, you played and drank and played.
Yeah, and you had to drink, smoke, and
Yeah, that's right. And then afterwards, it entertain the guest
Yeah,
in
drink,
the
smoke,
bus or van or wherever it was.
Yeah.
drink, smoke, eat, and be happy.
That's right. And it didn't matter which order.
Yeah,
Got some,
the closest I got to a band was Rubber.
Yeah. The only compo that I ever done with any of
I used to-
my bands was with you heard of Melody Maker competition?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we done Melody Maker and I think we came second.
that's
Oh.
cool.
I used to play the Rubber Band.
I was going to ask, did you ever play the wash drum and the bass wash drum or
No, but I seen a guy doing that down in South Carolina one time.
Yeah.
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 That was pretty. He was in a bluegrass band.
bluegrass? Yeah,
They were playing.
they still have a lot of festivals here, bluegrass festivals,
Yeah.
the spring of the year.
Well, this was at Pickens
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
in Pickens at the flea market,
Yeah.
and they had a band right there in the flea market.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they were singing and playing, and you could stand there and watch them, and and take
Yeah.
pictures. And,
During the summer, we have a Civil War fort here, and they have concerts in the Civil War fort. It's Fort Macon. It's basically it's made into the earth. I guess it's what you call an earthenworks type fort that they made in the Civil War. And then we have Alive at 5, which is the park in Morehead City. There's a lot of free music in the summertime where you can go and hear local bands, and they play for tips and mainly just to get their name out.
Mhm.
But it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
We'll go
well,
and listen to it. It's a lot better doing that than going to a bar.
Now
You're
you live.
outside and nobody's crowded, and you don't have to
Right.
worry about people falling all over you.
You live in North Carolina, Tim?
Yeah, I live in North Carolina. I'm right across. I'm on the mainland from the southern Outer Banks.
Okay, all right.
yeah,
Yeah.
in England,
I go down to Greenville, North Carolina, or South
Oh, okay,
Carolina.
that's not far. That's the college town.
Yeah, that's right. My brother lives at the base of Paris Mountain there,
Oh, okay.
and actually in a little town called Travelers Rest. So that's how I started hanging around South Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like the Charleston area. We go to Charleston about once a year, and just mainly go down there and just kind of hang out and go see the museums and go to the downtown part, the old part of Charleston.
Yeah.
yeah,
Now
well,
I like seeing the towns that Robert goes to. Those towns are pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, Wales is beautiful to me. You
Yeah.
have the mountains and
It
the
is to me,
coast so
too.
close together. It's 8 hours difference from the coast to the mountains here.
Right. Yeah.
when I think about the T-chest bass
Yeah.
guitars, I always think of Lonnie Donegan.
A lot of what?
Lonnie Donegan.
Lonnie Donegan.
He played skiffle in
Skiffle.
England. It was called skiffle music.
I'll have to look that up. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, he'd do Rock Island Line and
Famous old Lonnie Donegan, yeah.
yeah. What did he do, Rob? What else did he do other than?
Oh, my old man's a Dutchman. He wears a Dutchman's hat. He wears gold pointy trousers and he lives in the council flat.
That's pretty cool.
Lonnie
So,
Donegan.
Rob, is Jason still balls to the wall, as you'd say it, with work?
Yeah, I did talk. I was popping over there today, but I drove past, forgetting to pull into his place. I drove straight past, and by the time you turn around and whatever,
Right.
and so I texted him and said, I just drove past, sorry, mate. And he said he was up to something, so.
Yeah. So did you get to go to the beach race?
No. It was, our end was cancelled, so.
Oh, okay.
It
Was
was
it canceled due to weather or?
no circumstances and naughty kids.
Oh, wow.
Who's gone? Who went? John.
UK popped out. Maybe his internet.
I just don't know. He didn't like me singing Lonnie Donegan, probably. Oh, my arms are the
You might have put him on the spot. He may not have had a good comeback for that.
That's where he's gone, without a doubt. You can guarantee he's gone to find a clip of it. You
Well, he
know?
might. Yeah.
He's coming back now. He's coming back. No, I got a white screen. No, I got a black screen. No, I got a.
There he is. He's back.
There he is.
I'm on the rubbish laptop.
Oh, okay.
And it's look.
It has its moments. Yeah.
Its camera catches up with you. It's terrible.
The good
No,
old days.
what happened? The other laptop, I've got it plugged. I've got it plugged in the power supply and plugged in the mains, but I didn't
Yeah.
switch it on, so the battery died.
You got to get organized, young man.
Yeah,
You gotta get organized.
All this modern technology and
Yeah.
still. What are we going to do if everything shuts down?
We'd all die within 20 minutes, wouldn't we?
Yeah,
A lot of people would.
exactly. There's no end of comments I've had over the years. If the world was to start shutting down, they want to come and see me because they'd know I'd have something to
Oh
help.
yeah.
Some,
Well, we're of that generation where we didn't grow up with this. We know how to do for ourselves and provide.
yeah, well, my granddad taught me how to chickens.
Yeah,
Rabbit.
wring their neck, swing them around.
Yeah, my family wouldn't starve.
No, here on the coast we wouldn't either. It's too much stuff to eat.
I know how to start fire with flint and steel,
There you go.
and I used to make the steel.
Oh
I
wow.
don't know. We had a petrol strike a couple of years back, and that shut this country down within 2 weeks.
Wow.
Wow. I'd hate to think what it would do to us.
Oh yeah.
Everybody rushed to the petrol stations, then they had to fill up.
Well, Rob, that's what it's like here during a hurricane. Right before a hurricane, before the electricity goes out, everybody they'll go and buy all the perishable damn food they can buy at the grocery store, and
Right.
they'll go and buy as much gasoline as they have containers for their generators, so that they can keep their perishable food from perishing.
Right.
Whereas instead of buying stuff that you don't need to keep refrigerated, the milk and the bread are the first things to run out, and eggs. Milk, bread, and eggs are the first things to go. It's a state of panic.
Yeah.
When we had our fuel shortage, the only person getting about was the steeplejack fella in his steamroller. What was his name, Rob?
Fred Digner.
Fred Didner, that's it, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He was going round in his steamroller.
I reckon I could do it with oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon I could make some sort of engine with that oil. I know I could make a steam engine out of it.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You know, if you can hot water into steam, you can get some sort of
That's
piston
basically nuclear power. People talk, they don't realize when you're talking a nuclear power supply, it's steam.
Yeah. That's what they used to generate the main generators used to run on coal gas.
Right. Well, your shipping industry right after or right at the end of the sailing technology, you had steam engines. They had boilers, and ships were steam driven. Cars were steam driven. Locomotives.
Yeah.
Tractors for farms.
Yeah. And if you've got a high powered steam engine, you can generate electricity.
Well, I would think so.
Yeah.
As long as you got some type of fuel to burn, whether it be wood, coal, oil,
All the dead bodies.
Yeah,
Never trust a pig farmer, huh?
yeah, that's right.
No, I've always had. I am going to do some sort of steam, even if it's pure, because a steam room, you know.
Yeah.
Long as you're aiming steam into some sort of place, it's going to make that room pretty hot.
Oh yeah, steam's powerful.
Yeah,
Very powerful.
because my son said about I don't know what they call them when they put water on the rocks.
Oh, that's a sauna.
Yeah, well,
Sauna, yeah.
that'd be quite easy to build, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah,
All you're doing is the same thing as you're warming up them rocks. So
that's right.
Yeah.
we could do it. We could do it.
We could do it for
We
sure.
can do it.
Yeah, there's
Oh, the
always the thing
builder.
about the coast. There's always driftwood. I don't know how Wales is, but here there's driftwoods everywhere. There's
Well, in
there's
the
always
Kent,
driftwood. You can walk
I
all
can-
the beaches you want to, and there's plenty of wood.
I can tell you in the Kent coalfield, there's still 300 years of coal down in the Kent coalfield. That I
Wow.
know for a fact because I'm an ex-Kent miner.
Uh
You don't have to call yourself names.
huh. And X at that.
Yeah, I'm an ex. Yeah,
That's right.
It's
I've got an ex as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people now wandering along the seafronts, isn't there? For that that wood you find washed up is worth money.
Well, they sell it as art. Is what is amazing is they decorate it. We have crab pot Christmas trees, and that in the last 5 years has almost become a cottage industry in itself. But people decorate with sand dollars and oysters, and the around the salt water. There's a lot of renewable or repurposing of
Well,
life.
all the plastic that's in the ocean, you've only got to go and gather that, cut it
Yeah,
up. that'll burn.
there's a lot of organizations. The local dive shops here, they usually have big during the summer. They'll have plastic collecting days. They call it. We have an Earth Day here, but they'll have barbecue or they'll have hamburgers or hot dogs, and then teams of people go out with trash bags and they clean up beaches and some of the waterways and stuff like that. So, but yeah, there's a lot of plastic, and I know Rob's messed around with it. If they would make more of this HDPE plastic, there's unlimited things you can do with that stuff. You can make all kinds of tools and tensioners and pulleys, and so
That means you be trying to get the young
Pat, you gotta go.
out working. Don't forget to text me, Rob. Okay, Seb. Yep, no problem. I'm gonna go to work first.
What?
Snowing.
Oh,
There's a big thing now. Of course,
It's
in
snowing here.
California, they're doing away with plastic straws
yeah,
because
yeah.
of all the plastic.
Yeah, you now use your finger.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to have to worry about it much longer because the damn place is going to burn.
Yeah, we had a McDonald's the other day, and my milkshake came with a cardboard straw, and I thought,
Yeah,
hey,
paper
cardboard.
I hope all them fires in California don't come this way.
They're mainly in the southern part of California. They just need to burn farther south into Mexico and hopefully burn up a lot of the cartels' cocaine fields or marijuana fields.
I think there's people out there who just don't sit and think about things before they build them. You know what I mean? Because we got like a 4-lane motorway which goes through a 2-lane tunnel.
Right.
So if they would have thought about that like before, knowing that more cars are going to be on the road, they would have built a tunnel to take 4 lanes. But
Well, Pat will tell you, California is almost a country by itself. they're different than any other state in the United States. They have their own basically private government separate from the United States government to a certain extent. But the Santa Ana, another thing, they don't do controlled burns out there. That's something that we do here in North Carolina. Is we know that we have a lot of fuel in a lot of the forest, so the Forestry Service goes and does what's called a controlled burn, and they burn a lot of this fuel during a wet time of the year, and that way, when we do get into dry periods, we don't have fires that run rampant.
Right.
Because they eliminate the fuel source.
Right.
But California, they're, they do things their way out there.
Who's
Hello, we lost Patrick now.
Patrick's gone out to play in the snow.
Well, Karen said it's sunny, and I think earlier this week she said she had snow.
Yeah. Well, we all know Vince had snow.
Yeah, Vince had snow, sure did.
It was up to his roof, so.
Yeah, hell, it'll be in the 80s in February here.
That's all right. I put my other laptop back on, but I don't think it's charged enough at the moment.
Yeah. UK, you keep blaming that chair for all that gas, and I don't think it's the chair.
Hang on.
There you go.
Now I got a chair, and the lever. If I got a habit of putting my legs under the chair.
Right.
Well, it's the lever, and it drops me like a sack of fucking potatoes.
Oh.
And obviously your legs are trapped to the chair. You got to try and get your legs out.
I can't get back up now.
A couple of times I'll just drop.
Yeah.
Where's Vince? Have you heard from Vince?
No, we don't want snow. Definitely we do not snow. There's that thing I made.
Oh yeah, they call that a Punisher.
Is that?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the thing is,
that lost phone technique is pretty interesting.
the thing is, you can't give them away. That's the trouble. This will end up back in the pot.
That's amazing.
I got a bag full over there. Must weigh the best side of 200 weight, and then all that will go back into the pot
and make something else.
I tried to sell
before. You were having the raffles where if we, it was $1 or £1, and you had 20-some people, and I couldn't believe that of all the comments on your videos that wasn't more successful than what it was.
Yeah, strange.
It was.
I did give up,
Yeah.
It breaks your heart, but I says I will send this anywhere in the world if they pay for the post.
Right.
I don't want to leave her.
No, you can't. I mean, that's I don't know how to really put it into words, but that's somebody's that's craftsmanship. That's blood and sweat. You burn yourself. It's a hot trade or a hot hobby.
I put in my
hot dangerous hobby.
I put in my adverts. Pay the post. Pay me what it weighs. And they're not that heavy. They're not.
No, it's aluminum. It's not that heavy.
Pay it what it weighs, and you can have it for
Right.
People instantly think I'm up to something. What's he up to now? What's he up to? That can't be normal. He's up to something.
Oh, no, I'm just playing with the other laptop, or do you mean you?
Yeah, I was meaning me, but play with.
But yeah, Rob, I didn't understand that at all. I was really, really amazed.
I didn't get fed up with giving stuff away, but I had to sit here for hours and hours and hours, and I was getting stressed out, because you had Vince he only come on to try and wind me up. Well, a
Right.
lot of people come on. They're so
What the hell?
their sole purpose was to wind me up.
Right.
Yeah, no, mute me.
There's that.
My stupid computer shut off again.
He's trying to do two laptops at the same time. So no
No,
one
I got two
wants,
screens. That's it.
as John just said on air, like John Jahan.
Oh, John. Where'd John go?
You know, no one wants it unless it's from a business. So if I said, my name is Mr. Woolworths or some big ranking name, they buy it off me. But if they think, oh well, it's some fella out the back, it's some fella out the shed building stupid little things, and they don't want it, and that's it.
That's a good point. Don't understand, but it is a good point.
All the log burners. I was talking to somebody up country was selling the stupidest log burners you've ever seen in your life,
Right.
and I couldn't sell one of mine. So I said, it costs $7.50 to send a log burner in this country up wherever you want to go.
Right.
So let me send all my log burners up to you. You sell them, and take a bit of profit. No. Instantly thought, no, that don't sound right. There's something wrong there. Something wrong there. Don't tell him we're watching him.
I'll be right back. I got to relieve some.
I'll be right back.
Be right back.
Be right back.
WOOOO. Nope, we're not
My
here.
mic was muted. I switched it to mute, but too late. That's what all that whistle was.
Yeah. I
Sorry about that.
The stupid computer. What's wrong with your computer now, Pat?
Well,
We-
my son is a computer tech, and he's going to build me one here one of these days. And then it's going to be a pretty heavy duty one, so it'll take a lot of.
Well, I was so fed up. because I was brought up on computers, and I decided then fuck this now, because the amount of power I want for doing what I do, editing and special effects, you wanted superpower, and I bought superpower, and it's still not good enough, not for me.
That's why I still use my 2 bob ones.
Precisely.
Yeah.
I mean, to render something like one of my videos, it can take up to like 17 minutes, and that's still a long time to me. I got better things to be doing. I mean, some editing, as you know, can take up to a fucking hour and a half, but I don't know.
Yeah, especially when you do it in HD.
Yeah. Well, mine takes 17 minutes. I can download a film. In less than 4 minutes.
Yeah.
That's how quick it is. But I'm still not happy. Don't do what it's supposed to do. Anyway,
Yeah.
talking about don't do what you're supposed to do.
Do.
I had a John Steele, John Hanakins. I had a plasma from people, and I was going to send it back. So I emailed him and said, right, I've had enough of this piece of shit. I want to send it back, please. Thank you very much. You talked to me long time? I said, no, I talked to you a long time. I talk to you now, you fucker. I want to send it back. So it went on for a week, this, because you send them an email, but it takes like 4 days for them to answer. So 4 emails, 12 days. So they eventually says, we love you a long time. They didn't actually say it. It's actually eBay said they don't love you a long time. They've sent you a refund and to keep the plasma. I said, oh, that can't be bad, because now I got permission, because it's mine now, and it belongs to me. Now
Right.
I got permission to open the fucker up and have a look inside it.
Right.
Well, I did. And I got it going, and it works fucking wonderful.
There was 2 Chinamen in there, wasn't there?
Yeah,
Peddling bicycles.
pingy pongless and pongless pingless. But I've got it up and working. It works great, and I had a refund as well. So I'm fucking happy.
Cool.
Good. What
I
was
don't-
actually wrong with it? What was actually wrong with it, Rob?
No idea.
You just pulled it apart, put it back together, and it worked.
Yeah, and it worked. I don't know. They did give it. It's on a video when the video's in weeks' time because all my stuff is scheduled. But it said I give 4 reasons what it could have been. The bags, the cables, was that long, about 14 foot long. So that could have had a dramatic power lossage on it.
What is the average length?
Were they good quality cables or what?
Oh, I don't know. They're all bagged up in it. They're all lagged. So I don't know. Average is probably 6-7 foot.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
You know, if you want to do a car, you got to move the old thing around behind you, like the old welders used to.
Right.
I had a look inside. I cleaned it out a bit, and made sure all the wires was on. I changed lances. I put my other lance on, and the thing just fired up perfectly. And I done quite a few cuts with it, and I just sat there laughing for the rest of the day because I got one back on them because, as you know, they ripped me off the one. And I didn't get no money back for it. So no, I did get money back for it. So fluck them, long time.
Long time.
Because I got no love for them. The Japanese are beautiful people. The Chinese, they rob your shoes off you. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And
Jackie Chan will kick you.
That'll get us banned. But it's the way it goes. I got no trust in them whatsoever. And as Donald Trump, he's fed up of them. They're just taking over the world. Snow Crusher
says he has a 25 foot cable.
25 foot.
But
yeah, that's pretty long, 25 foot. But is your plasma cutter like 200 quid worth off YouTube, eBay, whatever you can call the place? It's the cheap, innit? It's cheap. But you think now they've been cheap for what? Maybe 3 years, 4 years. You can get a cheap plasma cutter. And they are changing styles, and so obviously they must be changing inside as well as outside. So are they getting better, or are they just getting more? Well, just throw it together, and we'll get some English twazzic to buy it,
and then give him his money back.
Well, they did this time, but it took 1,000 quid, obviously. It took a while to get my money back, I think it's only because eBay stepped in this time and helped me out. Because they saw I wasn't an happy chap. I was on the swearing, put it that way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fucking answer me. Is this the way you treat your customers? So, yeah.
Now, here, I've got some plugs. Where are they? Sent to me some little DC plugs.
Yeah, I saw the video. Yeah,
you saw the video. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were marvelous. We've emailed backwards and forwards for their communications. They were absolutely brilliant. They offered me replacements, everything. But because we're talking £1.99, I said it's really not worth it. I'll put them into me stock. And one of my other friends saw the video, come round, he says, I got what you want, and we swapped. That was it. So we were both happy bunnies. He needed the ones I had, and I needed the ones he got. So yeah, but that eBay person was brilliant.
I think if you're paying for a service, which was obviously your service was to whatever if it was £1 each, Come on, how many of us have got shirts and trousers we'd never took back because, oh, you know, the embarrassment of having to take back a shirt or something, you know? But no, but you should take it back because by law,
Mhm.
they're supposed to take it back off you. But as far as plasma cutters, you know, that I've used that plasma cutter 3 times before it cocked up. I mean, the other one, the yellow one, I had it a year. I was happy with it. The other yellow one blew up after about 3 weeks, and that did blow up. You would not believe what they did to that one to make that thing work. I took the fuse out, and underneath the fuse, you got where the fuse fits the two U things like that with the
Yeah.
thing. There was a thickest wire you ever seen soldered across there underneath the fuse, so you couldn't see it, right? You couldn't see it. So when I started trying to find out what was wrong with it, obviously you take the fuse out is
You
one of
mean-
the things. Well, I
Yeah.
saw that thing and I called Customs and Excise, and they come charging over there, literally charging, and they didn't believe what I was telling them. They said they would ban this company from selling in England.
Yeah. So you found a nail under the fuse.
Yeah, we could not find that company. Even though I bought it off eBay, wouldn't help me. This is years ago, mind. eBay wouldn't help me, and the company was about 250 words long. So nobody stood a chance. So no, fair dues to the Customs and Excise. They're lovely people as well, I gotta be honest. And they tried to have them always and said, "Oh, don't worry, we'll get your money back as well, and anything else, and we'll ban them from sending stuff to this country." But no, never happened. So I've done a video on it, and I thought if you buy something from there, take the fuse out and have a look underneath it. You never know what you're going to find. What's John saying? And it had a 2 years warranty. See, it just gets fucking worse, doesn't it? I took a plasma cutter apart to fix it and couldn't find it. You just never know, do you? Honest to God. I mean, it's so technical inside one of them things. You know, we all know I'm an electrics dummy. I have got no. I can do a plug. I can do a light bulb, and that's about it.
Yeah.
It stays.
Whenever I get a piece of test gear come in from somewhere or somebody, where is it? It's gone. I've got a test drive. Plug an extension lead in that I know is working perfectly. It's wired up perfectly, and the amount of things I've plugged into it that have changed from being good, changed the plug to being bad. I can't find my tester. I can't see it. But yeah, you just plug in an extension lead, plug the tester into that, and it shows everything's good. As soon as you plug something else in, it shows if that's bad.
Yeah, I got something like that. Funny enough, you plug it in and it's got all like lights and gauges on it and tells you to run, head for the door as fast as you can run.
Whoa, careful, John.
Yeah, the chair's got wheels on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm on about. When I can't see the camera, you can see it. It's just a mains tester, just a plug. You plug in.
Oh yeah.
And once it's plugged in, if there's a fault anywhere else, when you plug something new in to like a 4-way connector, it just comes on and tells you. And the amount of stuff I've had that's been wired up wrong by people, you know, and they wonder why they're getting shocks off of it.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. I'm quite famous for getting shocks, but you know, I got a couple of motors. All I wanted to do is get these motors to run backwards as well as forwards by just switching over. Simplest thing in the world, isn't it? Yes, the easiest thing in the world. Is it fucking fluck? I spent hours changing wires over. I could not get the thing. Now, oh, what do you want a leave to run backwards for? It's essential a leave runs both ways. I could not get this motor to run both ways. So I give up.
Jason made an announcement.
Pardon?
Something about a plasma machine he bought.
When?
I just got it a few minutes ago. Today.
Yeah, I saw it too, but I didn't see what it was about.
Oh, I've only got private chat.
Yeah,
Gone to just private chat. I can't.
that's
see
all
what
I've got
it is.
too, UK. I don't have the live chat.
Strange. I did have,
Yeah.
but it's gone.
Jason's got an extreme plasma, whoever that is. So, Rob, you didn't get a notification from Jason?
No.
It came up on Facebook,
Oh, you mean
Yes.
it shouldn't come up on Facebook,
or not Facebook, YouTube.
YouTube? No, I've shut all my bells off. You know.
Well, hell's bells.
Hells, yeah, exactly. Yeah, all I've got is private chat. It's telling me to sign in.
Yeah, same here.
He did say he was doing a video today, but you know, I've seen it before, sort of thing. There's not a lot.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, there's not a lot I haven't seen.
The missus is home and she doesn't feel good, so I may end up having to cut it short.
Yeah, well, we're gonna. I gotta shut down at 10 o'clock tonight because I gotta be up pretty early. So we've only got 15 minutes to go anyway.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
That's
Oh,
good.
Yui. There's our
Yeah.
Yui. Good evening, fellas, me lads. Me lad.
Ooh.
Lads and
Like
lasses.
YouTube and see. Yeah, the chat's going good in YouTube.
Them
Lads and
Russians
lasses.
steal it all. Yeah,
Hey, Andy's back.
yeah. He was on the.
Oh,
Andrew.
what the hell? Everybody's froze on YouTube.
Oh, Huey. Hi, Huey.
How's everyone doing? We're all superly dooply family. We're all happy.
I'm going to reboot my YouTube.
As well. But you know,
There we go.
we're only doing 2 hours tonight because we got prior
Hey,
engagements.
there's Snow Crusher. Hey, Snow Crusher.
I gotta be up early, so I will be shouting at 10 o'clock. You can guarantee Vince will come on at 5 too, but I'll have to call him tonight because it actually says in the description I'm going to call it at 10 because
Okay.
I got to be up early. I think, was it last week we done 4.5 hours, wasn't it, Pat?
It's something
John?
like that. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I
That was
missed
a
out
long
on
one.
that.
It was a good one, but it was a long one.
Yeah, I
I mean,
missed out on that.
I always do Christmas Eve, always have, you know, because I think there's a few people out there which needs a bit of company. Christmas Eve, you know, they
I
might be, there,
agree.
might be there on their
I
own, you
agree.
know. So,
Yep,
I
not
always-
everybody has family and loved ones.
yeah, and I try to do New Year's Eve, always have done, because
Well,
I don't
that
go
sounds
it.
like
You
fun.
know?
That comes of being gigging Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
I've always done it. I've you know, I know there's a couple of people out there which likes a bit of company. You know, they're not going to open presents, but it's just nice. So I will be doing if I'm you know, I'll be doing Christmas Eve, which is a while yet, but fucking bonfire next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Right, the question I had to John. You listening, John?
Yeah.
You know the disco ball,
Oh, yeah.
right? Now the disco ball, you're relying on what you're seeing is reflection off a wall, isn't it?
Not necessarily, because I'm going to make some electronic fireworks
Yeah, but
using them.
hear me first. If that ball is 1,000 foot in the air, what are you going to see?
You're going to see sparkles around
Yeah, the
everywhere.
reflections off the mirrors.
Off the no, it's not that type. It's one of these. Right?
Yeah.
So it's a USB
But it's
Five-
relying. It's relying
5,
on.
5 watt, but it'll reflect off of the clouds around it.
Yeah,
So
but
if you,
I can only have it facing downwards.
yeah, but you're still in the mist of any kind of mist of an evening. You're going to get the reflection on the mist.
Because I want it to look fucking 25 times bigger than what it is. You know what I mean?
And I tell you, it will.
Well, because there
It
should
will.
be. I ordered 2 from England because it was quicker. They're
Yeah.
not here. They're not here yet. They should be here tomorrow, whatever. And I ordered 2 from China land.
Yeah, they take about 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Tie them underneath the drone?
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
One on each corner and take it up 1,000 foot, and just sit it there for an hour.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. You
That's
see
what
look
I
it.
at John. He's already ready. He's already got the white chip.
They're very powerful for what they are. I mean, obviously it's Japanese, Chinese techs, but yeah, I'm gonna. That's what I bought all these for. These this is a power supply. Last an hour.
What the hell?
What the
I
hell?
can't see a thing now.
Oh, look, I'm embarrassed.
I can't see a thing.
John's feeling a little blue or green.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Am I blue?
Lord,
Oh no, not the clapper.
Yeah, it's a
Clapper.
clapper.
The clapper.
Halloween.
Oh.
There
There's
we
it going.
go.
Oh hell, he's broke out the guitar.
Can you hear that?
Yes.
Does it need tuning? Because I can't hear it.
You got to.
It's good, John. Good.
It's funny how people do that when it's right, isn't it?
Yeah. That's the first thing you learn. how
That's
to
headbanging
tune it
music.
right.
Headbang.
Yeah.
Let me get my music.
Yeah.
My trouble is because of the Parkinson's, I tend to get out of beat with myself too quick.
Yeah. And my wife's got that, John.
Yeah, it's a bugger. I tell you, it's a right bugger.
Yeah.
But
I have chronic lyratosis.
I have
I have chronic lapidabus.
I have lack of alcohol.
I
Now,
think I know
alcohol.
the words, but I
Alcohol.
don't.
Oh, demon alcohol.
bring me a beer that'll taste real
Hey,
good.
Hey, Tim, there's a
Bring me a
song
beer.
called Alcohol, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's a what?
There's a song called Alcohol, isn't there?
Called alcohol.
Yeah.
Who sang that?
That
Alcohol.
I know.
Oh, crikey.
Oh shit! What's his name? One beer, one shot, one bourbon. That's
Alcohol.
Yeah, I know it.
yeah.
I
It
don't
is,
know that one.
There's
I
no
can't-
demon alcohol.
Is it a country song, Pat?
Yeah, it's country.
Yeah, I don't know much country.
I know a little of it, but
Oh, I know
because
quite-
where I worked, they had an agreement. They'd play rock and roll in the morning,
Right.
and then in the afternoon they played country for all the country
Yeah,
bumpkins.
You
Right.
told you. Oh,
Yeah.
milk and alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Alcohol, yeah,
That's
and
correct.
and tequila makes your clothes fall off.
Get away.
Remember that one? Tequila makes your clothes fall off. Yeah,
No, I'm not much. I've never heard much country. Even I'm in the South. I've just
Yeah.
never been around a lot of people that listen to country.
yeah,
They're all a bunch of headbangers.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the English band that. What was it you were singing, Rob?
Demon alcohol.
Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne did
I
Emo.
rather cigarettes and whiskey and wild
Wild
women.
women. Yeah.
They drive you crazy. They drive you insane.
Yeah,
Hang on, I'll hold the headphones up to the
That's
light.
like that,
Where is
Steve.
it? Can't see a thing now. Off you go, Rob.
What?
what?
Cigarettes and whiskey and wild
He's
women.
shaking more than your voice.
One bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
I can't see a thing.
Panty grease.
Damn
I
it,
can't
who
see
was
it.
that? That was
Panty grease.
one bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
I'm not going to ask for panty creases.
What was that one that was
What Huey Lewis?
beer and alcohol?
That's what I'm trying to think of. George Thorogood. Yep.
Pour
Karen knows
me another
One
one.
beer, one scotch, one bourbon. George Thorogood.
As I said, I always thought they should bring in a law that everybody in the world should get pissed at least once a month.
Once a
At
month.
least.
By
I
law.
get pissed once a day.
Oh, that's good.
Usually. I'm a grouchy old fart.
But Rob, hell, here in the Bible Belt, they'd have prohibition again if they could.
Yeah, I know they would.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm up north here, Tim.
Yeah, the Baptists they preach to you today and drink tonight and preach to you tomorrow.
Yeah, they dump all the whiskey in the river, and then the next song we sing is "Let's all gather at the river."
That's right.
Yes. Couldn't
And
fault that.
Southern Baptists beat their women every Wednesday. Oh Lord,
Every Wednesday.
every Wednesday.
Uh,
I finally, when I got older, I figured out Catholics were the one that really got it right. You go to Mass on Saturday night. That way you don't have to deal with anything hungover Sunday morning.
yeah. You know what I found out?
What's that?
My grandfather came from Ireland,
Yeah.
and our family over in Ireland used to be Catholic, and now we're all Protestant. I don't understand what happened.
Oh,
I
I don't either.
Yeah,
My
that's
in-laws are
kind
Catholic.
of weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. My in-laws are Catholics.
Yeah.
We're not forced into anything over here, I gotta be honest. My parents never forced me into nothing.
It's a good thing you're not around Southern Baptists because that's their way of
That's
preaching.
the way I grew up too, Tim.
I am very still very surprised at how gospel some channels are. There's a woman on my channel is very preacherish.
Oh yes, the Southern Baptists are bad.
I think
I was raised that way, Pat. My family's Southern Baptist, and I mean, it's ridiculous.
I was raised in a Jim Jones situation.
Yeah.
Karen is very church going, you know. So
Yeah.
it's strange, but we wasn't forced into anything over in this country. We just
Well, it's not that we were forced; it was highly suggested. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, like you will go.
Yeah,
You
going
will
back
go.
Yeah.
going back a bit of the subject, the alcohol song. I was thinking of Milk and Alcohol
Oh,
Milk and alcohol.
by Dr.
Like
Feelgood.
Rush.
Dr. Feelgood.
Ah, right, yes.
old Snow Crusher says he's got to get up every night for a piss.
Well, when
I
you
have to get
older-
up at least 2 or 3 times. Snow
Yeah,
Crusher, so,
I done a 4 the other night.
yeah.
So and I tried to stop drinking about 7 o'clock. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
And I'm even taking pills for that, but it still ain't helping much.
But was that 7 a.m., Rob?
Yeah, precisely.
Oh, Tim, have you ever been to a snake handler's?
Yes. That's oh Lord. In the mountains of North Carolina, that's real prevalent.
My live comments has come back.
Yeah, mine did too, John. When I refreshed the page, I got my comments back.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to remember the Pat. They're a Baptist, but I can't remember what. I don't know if they're free will or primitive, but they're one of the Baptist segregations that handle the snakes and speak in tongues and all of that. If you hadn't ever seen any of that, Rob, you ought to YouTube some of that. The snake handling and talking in tongues
All right. Yeah.
is something to behold.
So I don't understand why we haven't had no thumbs down. What's going on? Wait there. I'll give you one.
Yeah, Pat popped off again.
That's strange. We haven't had none of them. But, you know.
JD said he got kicked out of choir practice and out of the church. They don't like pagan philosophy.
What part of Ireland did you come from? Pat.
He's not. I don't know where he went.
Oh, he's fucking gone. Well, it
Yeah.
is 10 o'clock.
It disappeared.
Yeah,
I'm
it's 10. You're right, Rob.
I'm gonna call it. All right.
Okay.
Thanks again for coming on. It was good.
Yes, it was. Yes,
I
it
was
was.
going to get John to play us out, but he's put his guitar away, hasn't he?
It's leaning against the wall. But,
You are, or the guitar is.
You could have played.
Play us out.
You could have played us out.
Oh,
Yeah, he
I'll see if I
play
can
us
remember.
out. There we go.
Hang on, I'm watching on YouTube and
Oh, now we lost.
out of sync.
There he is.
Right.
Okay, John.
Right.
Hear yourself.
Are
You
ready?
can do it.
I got to think of a song to play. I know. What night is it? It's Halloween, isn't it? So
Yeah.
Don't
we
forget.
should
Don't
be.
forget. Don't forget copyright.
Yeah, that's right. Copyrights.
No
Well,
copyright.
Well, I know one of the band that wrote this. I know one of them. So
Okay.
he'll have a moan at me in an email tomorrow or something. But
Oh, you're only going to do 4 seconds.
right, okay, here we go. Ah. Bum 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 bum. Working in my lab late last night, I beheld an eerie sight. And before my eyes, my monster arose. It is the mash.
Monster Mash.
Monster mash.
Yeah.
Monster mash. Caught on in a flash. Monster mash.
All right.
That's all I can remember of it at the moment. And,
Good, John. That's good.
We should.
Monster
We should
mash.
bring it. Everybody got to bring an instrument next week.
Yeah. I have to get my drumsticks out.
I got an organ. Where's your organ? Thank you, John. That was very good.
Got a flute.
I will see you Sunday, if not before. Pending who, what, when, why. You know, my life is not the same as it used to be. So yeah, we'll see what happens. And thank you.
Yes. Thank you,
Yeah.
Rob. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night.
Thank you, everybody in the old chat room.
Everybody in the chat room.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yui
Yeah.
still in there. JD still in there.
Yeah.
Michael still in there.
Yeah. No night,
Yeah.
Karen. No night, Pat.
Good night, all.
See you in the next video. I don't know what.
All right.
Let me have a
Good
quick.
All later. Good night.
No night, JD.
Next video is tomorrow. Is called the gas shed. Ooh, the gas shed.
The gas shed. Right. Where's my off button? Down
Where
there. Night, Rob.
Ciao, Mucker.